when you need it, it'll go to the next item. If you use this side, this is the actual place. So if you click on walls, it will place the walls at the same time. If I did walls down here, it would just create the walls and they would just sit there and not get placed where you want to go. So if you're having your first build and you're wondering why your walls aren't going into place, is you have to use the right hand side, this menu. So now I'll unpause it and we'll resume. And as you can see, they're starting to collect food already because they cut down all the walls. So what I do now is your initial place is your carpentry place. And because you cannot make wooden walls without a carpentry bench, you have to place log walls. And log walls are, they actually decay over time. And this kind of shows how fast they build. What I did just there on that basic design is a 3x3 square design, and then you have to place floors, and that's what these zones are. Also, you'll see that these logs are obstructing your view. So if you go over to your keyboard and press Control, it will make the walls see-through. So now you go down to your zones, you go over to your carpentry, and you go and click there and drag it until it's white. So a 3x3, I'm pretty sure, is the absolute minimum that you have to do. And what that allows you to do is actually place the utilities in there. So these are the items you can create and customize the layout. What I like to do is see how it's, I just picked carpentry bench, and it has an X on it. So you have to go into this area. See how it's positive now? So now I go 1, 2, 3. That's what I usually do. And it'll like service me all the way up to I'm about 30 citizens, and I'd still have no problem with production. This one here is a wood detailer. It will actually show you that you need stone. So when you highlight over these things, it actually tells you what you initially need. So to make a anvil, you need your mason's bench, which you need a whole mason's area first. Then tongs, which uses iron, I'm pretty sure. Then an iron block, then a stone hammer. And the stone hammer is also created, I think, at the wood detailer. So this wood detailer needs stone, as you can see. You can also see that they're not doing anything. And what the problem is they have no wood. So I'm going to have to go up to the edge, highlight again, and get them to cut down the area. Because for initial work, you need quite a bit of wood. So now I'll just start speeding this up a little bit. Oh, that probably won't allow me to do that. Just to show you an example, it shouldn't allow me to build this wall until I have a woodcrafter's bench. Like, it should complain. No, it might not complain now because I just created them. So what I do is like that. So if you mess up, you just go in and you can press a cancel, and that'll leave a door opening. So later on, when you want to make a door, you can do it. So this will be my mason area, and I'm trying to think about where I want to do my bakery. Because bakery, you want to have some decent farmland around it. So as a basis, you need 4 walls all the way around to be able to place your flooring. So see, that allows me to do that. So now that that's complete, I can close this and go over to the utilities. And it says I need a stone hammer and a stone detailer, or a wood detailer first. So I've got the wood detailer. I'm holding shift to allow me to put down multiple items at once. And I will need a dig location. So I'm going to dig there, and I'll dig there. and we're going to dig out these areas to get an initial stone in. So there's my ladder, and there's a ladder. Okay. So for walls again, we'll go back, walls. Don't want log walls. And we'll make the bakery here, I guess. So what I do is I go out 5, over 5, up 5, and then 1, 1. And it makes a perfect 3x3. It's all up to you. I'm very, I don't know what it's called. It's perfectionist or whatever. I just like nice looking shapes, you know? Some people don't like it, some people do. Okay, so there's a ladder there. So by using the mouse wheel, you can actually go up and down. So if you're used to playing Dwarf Fortress, it gets pretty insane on how much the keyboard you have to know. And that's really what the true learning curve is for Dwarf Fortress. It's nothing to do with the actual game itself. There is strategy and everything to it, but it's getting your head around the keyboard and understanding it in and out, especially in a situation where you have to fight. So I think because of that, I could actually pause it and see how there's an opening there, but this has a wall, this is a wall, this is a wall, and this one has a wall. My zone should work. So by placing the bakery down, see? I can have an exit out that way if I wish. So I'm thinking I will have that exit there. So I canceled that, so I have 2 doorways. I'm going to have my farming out in here, and I'm going to have my prepared food in here for now, until I get my my underground dining and all that in process. And I'm just trying to teach you guys the basics. I'm not going to go like crazy on this video. So again, for bakery, you go under utilities. Here it tells you need 2 stone and a mason bench to make a oven where you actually bake your bread, and then your wood table where you actually roll it out, and it has a little roller, and like I said, the animation is very good. And like I said, the idea is to look at this as Dwarf Fortress, but with graphics. As you can see, my people are sleeping. They don't have a room right now, so they'll just sleep at a random location. Also, if you do not have enough food, they'll just you'll see a grumble. Oh, and see how I didn't have a mason's bench? That's what happens. So I put down the ovens, but it automatically canceled it because I didn't have one of the process. So when you see something, oh, that's just an extra wall. That's what it looks like sometimes. When you have, it was supposed to go here, but I canceled it, so it's an extra piece of wall. So you can right click and destroy it if you want. It's kind of a waste of the thing. People would be like, oh, because a log wall will actually decay over time and fall apart, and you won't have any walls. So then you have to build the wooden wall again. So let's go down 1 level and make sure we're getting at least some stone. So there's 2 stone there that we'll get towards building. And then we'll go down to this one and we'll dig again. So the basic idea is I'm just hollowing them out right now. I'll probably join them and everything because they're close enough together that I'm going to create a wall all the way around it. What you have to look out for is yellow sand, which is just sand. And if you mine into that, the river will actually go into your system and start killing all your citizens. But right now, as an initial thing, most of my people are on the surface anyways, so it's fine. So I'm gonna press harvest again, because you never want to run out of food and just go crazy with the amount of food that you want to bring back to your home. So I'm gonna unpause if you're wondering what was happening.